to you. 9 o'clock on Saturday night. And of course, it's the start of the big one. Scottie McCLUE's internet phone in. Fantastic stuff. This is when you phone in and we hear all the chat. What we'll do is we'll just pop up. If you just bear with me, we shall pop up. There we are. The telephone number for you so that you can actually give us a wee call. Isn't that tremendous? There you are. So that should be coming up in front of you now, and that gives you a chance to give us a call. Fantastic stuff. As you join me, then follow me as soon as you can. Very, very important. Thank you for the 100 likes. That is just absolutely amazing. And we'll open the lines early tonight so we can get started. We are a phone in. The telephone number is in front of you, 01416289795. 01416289795. Get telephoning as soon as you can. The lines are opening absolutely right now. Do give us a call. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Jackie. Lovely to have you with us from Fife. Scottie, user 689. Dinky do, I say to you. Good evening, sir. I hope you're well. Andrea, how lovely to have you with us. And welcome to Scottie McCLUE's phone in. The internet phone in, the only proper phone in the world. Kareem is sending me all sorts of goodies. Kareem, I've opened up the telephones if you want to set the ball rolling tonight. Thank you for your red roses, your wishing bottle, your tennis balls, your weights, all these wonderful gifts. Kareem is a very, very generous man to Scottie McCLUE. And for that, I thank you. Tremendous stuff. Now, let's just see who this is. Fantastic. There we go. Dinky do, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Oh, there we are. Sounded like Kareem. Kareem, if that's you, just give us a minute when you come on till I check the mics. So don't hang up if you can't hear me. There we are. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Joe. Dinky do. Stay on the line, Kareem. Let's check this one out, I say. Fantastic. I think it's Kareem anyway, I'm assuming. Right, stay on the line, Kareem, till we check out the mics.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me there?
I can hear you very faint in the background.
Very, very faint. So wait a second. There we are. Stay with me. See if we can get...
There's a very echo as well.
There's a big echo. Stay there and we will get this sorted. Do not go anywhere until we can get this sorted, Kareem. Yes, fantastic. Right. Let's see if we can sort this. Now, can you hear me now, Kareem? Can you hear me now? There we are. That's it. It'll give us another ring in a minute, and that should be that sorted. Fantastic stuff. Lovely, lovely. That's what we like. Now then, what have you got here? Jenny, I don't know what Jenny's talking about there. Something very, very strange. Right. Now, Kareem, just stay there.
Okay.
Yes.
Doing it again.
No, stay there. That's what I say to you. Stay there. And we will get you on. Do not dash off. Right. Have you got me now?
You cut me off the last time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Can you hear me?
I can. It's like I'm hearing two of you now, Scottie.
Ah, right. Well, you should only be hearing one of me. I think everything's okay here. Have you turned your speakers down a bit? Is that better?
Perfect, Scottie.
Perfect now. Good, good. Excellent stuff. Now then, what's happening in the real world, Kareem? I think we should be told.
I'm still hearing you in the background. It's as if it's like a radio playing in the background.
No, there shouldn't be anything here. Everything seems to be absolutely fine.
Fine.
Yeah. And
I'll try phoning you again, Scottie, if that's okay.
Yes, of course it is. Absolutely. Always good.
Right, just to see you might get rid of the gremlins. Right, I'll phone you in a second, right?
Lovely. Thanks, Kareem. There he goes. Right, he's going to give us another wee call and we'll see what is what, folks. Get the gremlins off the line. There we are. Yes, J-Mac. Absolutely. Fantastic. You're live on Scottie's phone in?
It's doing it again, Scottie. I don't know. I can make you out. I can do it.
Right, I wonder if you need to turn something down, Kareem, no?
I've got nothing on, and I've actually turned you off on all my devices. Like,
Right.
I'm talking at the phone. I can still make you out.
Right. How very strange. Yes.
Yes.
We shall see what we can do about it. Anyway.
It's still a bit hard to hear, but I was going to ask Scottie, what should we be doing as a nation to celebrate the Jubilee in the coming weeks?
The Jubilee, well, I think there's so many things that can be done, and I think this is very, very important. And of course, I think making sure, I mean, it was very interesting. You've heard this thing that came up the other day about the Scottish national anthem. And I said, well, the Scottish national anthem is God Save the Queen. And I had folk actually object, oh, no, come on, Scottie, don't insult the Scottish people. I thought, what rubbish are you talking about? You know, because that's the Scottish national anthem and always will be.
No.
Very, very strange. So I think we need to be looking at that and saying, are we singing the Scottish national anthem?
Well, will that be the unofficial one then would be the Flower of Scotland, wouldn't it?
Well, that's the unofficial one, Roy Williamson's Flower of Scotland, which we love. And I think that wouldn't be bad, but it doesn't mention God Save the Queen. It just talks about, sending Edward homeward again, but then Edward wasn't the King of Scotland.
Yeah.
You see?
No, that's quite interesting.
Yes. And the Queen is the Queen of Scotland.
I do think there'll be quite a lot of ignorance. You're probably going to see a lot on TikTok as people bring things up as well on social media.
I think there'll be a lot of that coming on, but it'll be very interesting to look at. So there's absolutely no doubt we'll enjoy looking at it.
Yes. I'm hoping they were talking about the Queen's health as well in certain platforms, and I think she was at the races the other day. It was quite interesting. It showed you a video of her on TikTok.
She was at the Royal Windsor Horse Show. Yes. Here's a guy, Kareem, saying, give me your views on the Tory party. We're not political on here. We don't give views on Tory parties or any party.
Well, I think, Scottie, the echo's really, really bad for me. So
right. I'm wondering, Kareem.
I'll see if anyone else gets on and have this problem, and I'll try phone back near the end of the show if I can get through.
Right, wait a wee minute. Don't dash off just now.
Okay.
Just till I check if there's anything here that looks dodgy. And I don't think there is. But the speakers are turned right up. Tell me this, if I turn this down, does that help your echo? Right, is that helping your echo?
No. Still, it's like you're talking and then I'm hearing it again a couple of seconds.
That's a delay you've got on the line. I think that must be to do with the line.
Right, okay, that's fine. As I said, I'll let's see if other people jump through and if they've got this problem or not, and I'll try at the end of the show again if I can get through.
Wonderful, Kareem. Thank you. Sorry about that. There we go.
Listen, thank you, Scottie, and I'll speak to you in a wee bit.
Absolutely, La. Look forward to it. That's our Kareem, and tremendous stuff. Thank you for that, Kareem. Sorry if there's been a problem, guys. We always get a wee bit technical trouble with stuff, don't you, from time to time. And what we've been doing, though, on here has been really, really good. So I'm just going to check the settings on everything. See what we've got. Now, that seems to be all right. What have we got here? Audio and video. The camera's absolutely fine, so that's good. And what have we got here? Yep, the microphones are looking fine as well. So let's just check what we've got here. Yep, I think that's all right. So you should be able to hear me, folks. There shouldn't be a problem. But if there is, we can see if we can do something else again. That's what I say to you. Right, let's get on to the chit-chat here because there's so much happening. A bit of an echo tonight, says Susan. Hi, Scottie, from a very rainy downpour in New York City and Brooklyn. Ian, Charles, Scott, how lovely to hear from you from Brooklyn tonight. Tremendous stuff. Now, Robert Scrimger, the Scottish national anthem is God Save the Queen. It's just you won't get many people singing it. Our true national anthem is either Scotland the Brave or the Flower of Scotland. Well, no, our true national anthem is the Scottish national anthem. But other possibilities, Scotland the Brave or the Flower of Scotland, but they don't mention the Queen. And we need a national anthem which mentions God Save the Queen. If someone doesn't want to sing God Save the Queen, then that's their right. Be thankful we live in a constitutional monarchy where you don't have to honour the monarch if it goes against your beliefs. Well, there shouldn't be any beliefs, Robert, that go against the monarchy. That's treason, effectively. But as you say, we do live in a free world. Hi, troops, says the wonderful David. Hi, David Dinky-Doo. I know that I used to play the pipes for a pipe band that did work for the SNP. There we are. Hi, Scottie, it's John and David here. David, you need to call in to test the phones, says Professor Numpty Heed. Numpty Heed, don't you get lazy. You need to call in to test the phones as well, I say. Right, guys, the lines are open, 01416289795. Are you quite happy to sing God Save the Queen in Scotland? That's what it's all about. That's not the name of the tune, by the way, God Save the Queen in Scotland. It's just God Save the Queen. That's the Scottish national anthem. That's what it's about. Quick walk down tonight's roasting in the studio. Woo! Absolutely roasting in the studio under the big lights, I say to you. So there we are. So give us a call, David, and let's see what's happening. Now, what do we got here? Hello, Lou. Wonderful stuff. Hello, sir. Hello, Vanilla Dinky-Doo. Dinky-Doo Scottie says, Kishan, I'm not a royalist, but that woman who's been the Queen has been an absolutely amazing woman, says Skin Bob. I agree with you, Skin Bob. I think she is outstanding. How can an American call? An American could call no problem at all. All you'll need is the dialing code for Scotland, which would be +44 and then 141 628 9795. 141, so +44 141 628 9795. And I think that will get you on from America. Who's going to win if China and America go to war? Nobody is ever going to win if China and America go to war. It will be a lose-lose situation. And why would China and America go to war? Treason would be if we had absolute monarchy, Scottie. We had the Glorious Revolution, which meant the monarch's role was diminished. But it's still our symbol of sovereignty. Yes, and our curator and custodian of the crown. But you have parliamentary sovereignty. I say to you, sovereignty. Robert Scrimger, as we know. But that was also graciously granted by Her Majesty the Queen. There's a dafty going, do you want a scrap, pal? Don't be ridiculous. Not everybody has your lifestyle. You half-wit. Dinky-Doo Scottie from New Jersey, Mike Raymond. Lovely. So there you go. Eurovision's on, Scottie. That's fine. Everybody wants to see Scottie McCLUE. This is every bit as important as the Eurovision, I can assure you. Lily has joined us. Definitely God Save the Queen. She's an amazing lady and well worth praise. Good one, Lily. I do admire your style, my dear. Trying to call you, Scottie. The phone line's not working. David, let me open the lines again for you. The lines are open if anybody wants to call. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Dinky-Doo Scottie, what's your thoughts on Eurovision? Who do you want to win? Well, I loved when Dana won. Do you remember when Dana won? I thought that was amazing. Kenneth McKellar should have won, but he didn't. I liked when Kenneth McKellar was on Eurovision. How are you doing, Scottie? I hope you're well. Big Hindo, Dinky-Doo. Oh, here's somebody here. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? Hello? Can you hang on a second? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me, Scottie?
Yes, absolutely. Who's that?
It's David. How are you, son?
David, how lovely to hear you, son. Thank you. I can see what's wrong with this sound thing, but you're not getting an echo, are you, Davy?
No echo at all, but your phone was offline. It was, yes.
It was offline, yes. I do apologise. I can see from here. You know.
Sorry, continue.
Yes, we're in.
Aye, we're in.
We're on the go, Davy. Everything's working.
Just before we continue, okay, the Eurovision is going to be a setup, right? I'm not in a bad way, because Ukraine's going to win it, causes what's going on.
Right, do you think so?
Oh yes, because I was watching it 2 days ago on a certain channel before tonight, and it's very political right now. The bookies know that Ukraine's going to win it.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I really, wait until I call, says Vanilla. My dialect is super slow. Vanilla, you can be as slow as you like. This is somebody in America wanting to phone in.
Right, very good, right.
So that would be good. Now, I used to love Terry Wogan on the Eurovision.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes, we miss old Tell, because he was outstanding, that man.
He was a great man, wasn't he? You know, I mean, that voice was incredible. He was such an ambassador. Do you know what I mean?
He was a wonderful ambassador, but he was also brilliant at taking the mince.
Yeah. I remember Andrew when he got really ill. I saw him on, the charity programme.
Yes.
And 1 year in November, and on stage it wasn't the same.
No.
I said to my friends, I says, by the way, I said, he is really ill, and obviously he passed away.
He passed away. I couldn't believe how quickly Terry went downhill, because I think he retired at 70.
Yeah.
And then not long after that, I can't remember what he got, if it was the big C or whatever, but
I think I would say it was the cancer,
Yes.
But also I think he had a wee small bit of dementia.
Right. Well, I mean, you've got to admit, that man worked so hard, and he was always in a broadcast environment, and we don't know, I mean, touch wood, I say, patting my head, but we don't know how good or how not good all these radio waves are for you, you know?
Oh, yes, that's a good point, Scottie, because it can do lots of mad, strange things to the body.
Yes, absolutely. Vanilla Fire, give me a wee second, David. Vanilla Fire, I can't display the number on TikTok because it thinks you're giving out a private number and cancels it and gives you a lot of problems. So the number is 0141 628 9795. Instead of the 0, you would dial 44. Is that right, Davey?
I would say so, yes, Scottie.
I think so.
Right. But see, when they phone from America, did that cost him a lot of money?
Well, I don't know. I would need to check with his provider. I mean, if you've got unlimited calls, if you've got roaming calls, all that, then it shouldn't be a problem. But you need to check.
Right, I'm going to, before I go, Scottie, right quickly, because it's not all about me.
It is about you. We love you.
Right?
It is all about you. We love you.
Right, so, I got a new car, right?
Right. And you had a problem.
So I've got a camera outside my window now, facing my car and my front door, but the neighbour says I'm invading their privacy.
No.
And he said it's against the law.
No, I don't think it is. I would check it out, but you're not invading his privacy. What does he mean by invading his privacy? You're not in his house.
Exactly. He comes by with his dog, right? He says, so he said to John today, take that camera down now. And John says, no, I won't, right? He said, blah. Anyway, so I phoned the police tonight, but you can't get through. You've got to phone 101, but they're too busy.
They'll be very busy on a Saturday night because there's been so many cutbacks from the police, you know.
Aye. So I went on to Google. Google said it's not against the law to put a camera outside your window.
Well, you see all these numpty heads that go on to the police, I'm filming because I'm allowed to. You see, so
it's just I'm not following my neighbours. I wouldn't invade anybody's privacy.
no, but you should say to your neighbour that you're also looking out for them as well, you know.
I understand that, but he's been an old fuddy duddy all the
time. It's very strange, very strange.
Aye, very strange, you know. Right, I'll let you go.
Listen, it's been lovely talking to you as always, and a big dinky do.
You too, son. Dinky do.
Dinky do, Lala. That's your Davey. That's fantastic. What a top man. Now, what have we got here? Some great chat. Does Scotland have sovereignty through the UK Westminster, Scottie, or because the Scottish Crown is not in use? No, Robert. The Scottish Crown is very much in use, but it's unified with the English Crown from 1603. So the crowns are united. So there's only one British crown, and that's the one Her Majesty has got, and that covers Scotland from 1603. So it's, the Union of the Parliaments, as you know, was 1707, but the crown 1603, and that's the King or Queen of Britain. I think it was 1709 or 1711 that they ratified that the monarch would be known as the King of Britain. Yes, because of the constitutional parliamentary side. Sorry, I keep having to give myself a wee mop down here because it's incredible, but tonight is so warm in the studio. It's been a beautiful, beautiful day. You'll see I've put up some new TikTok videos, and we'll get them up on the YouTube as well. Scottie, are you happy Celtic won? Well, I think everybody's happy Celtic won. And I think that, I was saying last week when Rangers were playing RB Leipzig from Germany, I think that every Celtic supporter should have been supporting Rangers. Guys, if you're watching right now, can you share with your whole network? Everybody watching, share this broadcast so we can start building. YouTube is building. If you can get onto Scottie McCLUE's YouTube, Scottie McCLUE, Voice of the World, radio talk show. Get onto that and subscribe. Fred says he's an old man who talks waffle. Well, Fred, what you're needing to do is join Scottie McCLUE, and we will soon teach you how to stop that and talk sense. There we are, poor old Fred. Thank you, Chris, for 10 mini speakers. That is outstanding. Who have we got here? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie. It's Kareem again.
Echo gone?
The echo's on with me. I think David was okay in his previous call.
Yep. Have you still got it?
I've still got it. I think I'll just switch my phone on and off and see if it works with that. If not, I have no idea. I don't know if there's an issue with networks at the moment because, data in the phones, I won't tell you my provider, but my friends with a different provider, and the speeds, etc., have been exceptionally slow. So I don't know if there's something up with the networks at the moment. Sometimes
you can get that because there's actually websites that tell you when the big networks are down.
Right.
So I think there's probably problems with that, but it doesn't matter, Kareem. The fact is, you and I are talking, and even that, I still am in awe of the whole concept.
Yeah, it's technology nowadays. It's fantastic, but there'll be the odd time, as you know, there are a few gremlins from time to time.
But Kareem, can I tell you, I used to be over digital network called ISDN. And that was the way that it sounded throughout the world as if you were in a radio station.
Right.
And you could do shows like that, an emergency or anything, ISDN. And it was just brilliant. It was outstanding. Now, I had a specially made box of tricks that had cost thousands of pounds so I could join these networks. Now, I can remember somebody saying to me, I said, what about talking over the internet? He said, Scottie, that won't happen because what you call VoIP, voice over internet protocol, he said, is not really reliable. He said, so I doubt you'll ever be able to rely on voice over the internet. Now, that poor soul must be swallowing every single one of his words. You know, because listen to what we're doing now. It's outstanding. Look at all the we won't mention the providers, but all these groups that provided during the lockdown. You know, I mean, just tremendous. People being able to have meetings. I mean, we are effectively, if everybody knew about this right now, the whole world could get together for a chit chat.
Absolutely. And it's getting there, Scottie, but you know yourself, there's a lot of competition in the market, but that's a good challenge.
And the fact that we've got Eurovision, and I'm not on a major listings, so I'm not there somebody going, I'm just looking through the paper to see what's on tonight. I was going to watch the Eurovision, but I see Scottie McCLUE's on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Twitch and LinkedIn Live. So I'll be watching Scottie. I don't have that luxury because I have, as you know, started this on a shoestring.
Yes. Well, Scottie, if you speak to anybody in the street, they know who you are and they remember you from the Good Days Scott FM and Scottie, is he going? And it's exactly what you said. It's the platform. People need to know.
They need to know it's on and they need to know when it's on.
It just takes time to build up.
Yep, and that's why if you hear me appealing for money, that's what I'm really after, just so we can do a wee bit extra advertising because I can't do it on my own. But we will get there. There'll be you're outstanding. Everybody that helps out is outstanding. But it's just so that we can start the ball rolling, you know, because I firmly believe, and I get this backed up by most intelligent people, they say, what you're doing is absolutely great, Scottie. You've got it right. We just need to get the subjects out there and we need to tell everybody it's on. You know?
Yeah. Well, look who you've got just now. You've got people wanting to phone from America.
Yep. How do I get through from the States?
Over. So it's fantastic and it's different as well. And it's a bit culture because from Scotland and we're talking and we're getting the chit chat and people from down in Australia's listening. Do you know what? I want to listen to that. That's quite interesting. Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
And I think that's what we need to be looking at, you know. It's fantastic. I'll just put that we're live now. I'm just sharing this on the Facebook, although we're live on the Facebook as well. There we are.
Scottie, can I just say the echo now has disappeared?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like a normal call now. That's great.
Right. You let me know if it comes back, Kareem, because we need to monitor everything.
Yes. No,
see, when I started in television and ITV, there was huge engineering departments. So all you needed to do was actually speak. So reading the news, you just read the news and you got on with it. And all the cameras and all the technology and all the machinery and the electronic news gathering that had come in, because what they used to do was film a report on actual film and then fly or put it on the train or whatever in time for the 6 o'clock news at night.
Right. Wow.
You know? And when I worked for a station that broadcast to the Isle of Man, they used to put the stories on a plane and fly it back, you know, to the station.
Wow. But do you think, Scottie, in the future, when I'm an old man, will radio still be here?
I think radio is remarkably resilient. Because it's a very special way of communicating. The problem is your government departments have been slow. The British government are traditionally very slow at adopting something new. And when digital came in, digital's been about for over 30 years. I can remember it being introduced at a radio fair. People said, this is brilliant. You can go into a tunnel and not lose the signal. And then, of course, they started playing about with it and cutting down on the wave band. cutting down on the power, all these things.
Right.
So had they brought it in right away, but you have to go some to beat the quality of FM. And the reason Scott FM was so successful, it was backed by two independent television companies, and then one of them bought the other out. It was also had two massive transmitters broadcasting on top power on the very best sites in central Scotland. So everything was right about the station. And the reason they hired me was they wanted to get the speech content up. Yeah. And I actually said to them, I said, well, you'll not do it by just pumping out talk about politics and stuff like that. You've got to talk about everything. And you've got to talk with the people, not with just politicians and the councillors and all that. Yes, you can get some airtime for them on the news, but you won't attract a big audience. You'll only attract a big audience if you talk directly with the people, not to them, with them.
With them.
Yeah.
I was listening to the radio the other day, and I won't name the station, but it's a fairly, been a couple of years this Scottish radio station has been on, and you'll know the chap because I think you worked with him in the past.
Yeah.
And he was saying, it was a breakfast show, and he was saying, we do things differently here. He said, I listened to the radio the other day, this is him saying this, and honestly, it's like nothing's changed within the last 30 years. Everybody does the same thing.
Yes.
It's very boring. And
because they're desperately trying to see, I mean, flogging a dead horse is doing the same thing and getting the same result. And this is what's happening when I look at who's going on these new stations. I can tell you right now, their audience will be pitiful because they haven't thought it through. And the people that are hiring are saying, well, you've got experience. Now, I've got experience, as you know, but if I go on a new station, I will change certain things and adhere to others.
Yes.
So if you put all they should try,
you know how it works.
Yeah, but if they put me on for 1 hour on a Friday or Saturday night, 10 till 11, 11 till midnight, whatever, 1 hour live, doing what we're doing right now, and then taking calls, texts, having a bit of nonsense, ripping the mince out each other. Somebody once said to me, are they taking the mince out of you, or are you taking the mince out of them? I said, it just doesn't matter as long as somebody's taking the mince.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, people used to say, these people are calling Scottie McCLUE and taking the mince out of him, and he doesn't even realise it. And people say, he knows fine.
Well, I know. But you've had people that have tried to take the mick out of you as well, Scottie.
Oh, yes. You'll always get a bit of that. And that's funny when we don't always let on that we know.
Yes, yeah.
You know? Yeah. I gave some advice to Northern Ireland today, Kareem. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's a YouTube short.
Right.
So it's not actually on TikTok. It's a YouTube short. And very often I'm asked for advice on things. And I said, I'm going to give Northern Ireland advice. And my advice was this. Get into power sharing and put the past behind you.
Yeah. With the Northern Ireland situation, I don't know all the ins and outs, but I do think that there's obviously a lot of hatred over there. But I do think there's a lot of things that are still they're not, to me, there's not enough modern thinking if you think like how progressive Scotland is. And I do think that there's a lot of things they have to move forward.
Well, Scotland doesn't go on and on and on about Culloden and about Stirling Bridge. Well, we won that one, and General Wade and what do you call the other wee guy, Johnny Cope, General Sir John Cope. Scotland doesn't really go on about that. In fact, I'm probably one of the few people that does go on about it for historical reasons, just to keep everybody up to date with the big picture. But I'm not going on about, I don't go beating drums and playing flutes and all that, saying we won and they won and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in, can we feed the children? Can people get work?
Yeah.
I'm interested in reversing what Margaret Thatcher did to Scotland's economy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm interested in, you know, so that's where we're coming from here. But it does help to know the history.
Interesting you bring up Margaret Thatcher. And whenever you hear her speak, and there's a lot of videos on Facebook, she's an absolute outstanding speaker, very articulate, I think very motivational. But for someone that when you hear her speak, she does make sense with a lot of things, but then doing the complete opposite to destroy, you know, societies and communities, it's quite, you know.
Well, that's what's always happened. I mean, the guy Beeching that made the rail cuts in the early 60s, he destroyed the infrastructure, the transport infrastructure. Remember today we're talking about the boats and stuff. Well, most of them were gone within about 5 years of Beeching.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So,
and what Beeching wouldn't have arranged for is Scotland. You know? Very, very strange. Here, Kareem, here's a bit of coding for us. I love this. I love all Scots, says Fred. So the hi, Scottie McCLUE, says Warren Jackson. So who have we got here? Look at this. How are we doing, Scottie boy? Get the sombrero looked out. Now, I think this is somebody tipping me the wink that there might be work for Scottie McCLUE in Spain.
Right.
Or maybe Mexico, I don't know.
Well, Scottie, before I go, just to say what you said about infrastructure, my parents were in Morocco.
Yeah.
They're back there again just now, but they've got, like, you know, in Japan, they've got the bullet train.
Yes.
They've got something like that in Morocco, and it's cut the time, like, from Tangiers at the top to go down to Marrakesh or Casablanca, and it's ridiculous how fast it is. And they said when they went on it, it cost them £14. Could you imagine how much that would be if that was set up here?
Oh, you'd be 230 quid or something.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's where they've got it wrong. If you want people to use the transport, have it reasonable, you know, I think there's a lot of things that's going to have to change.
Well, yeah, there's been so much greed with people just soaking the people to make them billionaires. And the government should be able to step in with all that and put a stop to it. But the governments are not working for the people. And that's when it gets a bit dangerous. And a lot of these nations where they did regime change or put in puppet presidents, you know, that was so that they could keep taking the money, because these were countries that wanted to look after their people.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the moment with, well, a quick example would be for me, the gas and electricity. We should be taxing these big companies, but they're not doing that just now because they've said, the companies won't like that. Well, that's not working for the people.
No. I mean, I'm afraid if the big companies are making these billions, and this is nonsense, that it would stop them investing. That's just nonsense. You know what I mean? If the green thing is causing so much grief, slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Do you know what I mean? Because the earth will also readjust. It always has.
Yeah. No, there's ways around things, and I just think, well, as you said earlier on, greed, and I think that's the problem at the moment. Too many of these CEOs and shareholders still expect their vastly yearly increase.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, some of these people are on £40 million salaries. Now, you know, I actually genuinely do not need a £40 million salary.
No.
Because I don't have the time to spend it, and you only can pay so much for 2 ounces of sour plumes.
Well, how can you sleep at night if you know you're making that vast amount of money, and you see when you're driving and the rest of the communities that you're cutting through are absolutely being destroyed. You know, you've got children that are starving. You've got elderly folk that haven't decided. Elderly folk having to stay out, going to the library, staying in buses just to stay warm.
Kareem, you don't see any of that as a chief executive. If you make a decision today, it would be 15 years before that's implemented.
Right, okay.
Right, so that's it. Now, as a chief executive, you're so busy, you need a bit of time to think, but you're in a room, you've probably got a small flat above the office somewhere. So all this idea that you're 40 million, you're going home, a lot of them do have big old stone houses in the country where the missus and the kids live, but they don't get to these houses. I remember a guy telling me, he said, Scottie, I've got a lovely old vicarage, and he named one of the beautiful Oxfordshire villages. And I thought, how lucky, because you'll be able to go on the river at night and go on your slipper launch. And I thought, no, he won't, because he's probably never in that house.
Right, okay.
You see? And he'll still be on his mobile at 10 at night. He'll be back on his mobile at 5, 6 in the morning. Now, usually the wife, if she's not happy just to have a loveless marriage, then she might just divorce him.
Mm-hmm. Or she might just enjoy the time away, have a affair and have the money in the mansion. And
well, all that stuff, you know, and the kids will go to public school and everything, great. That's fantastic. But you still don't need 40 million quid a year. Because as my father used to say, you can only wear one suit.
Exactly, Scottie. Well, listen, I'm going to say thank you, I'm glad the phone, my line's working now, and I'll let some other callers come in, but thank you for taking my call, Scottie.
But Kareem, just because I'm saying I wouldn't take 40 million a year doesn't mean I wouldn't take 4.
Anything's as generous.
Doesn't mean I wouldn't take another 10 grand, you know?
Listen, Scottie, have a great night, a good day, and I'll speak to you in the week.
God bless you, sir. Lovely to hear you. Thanks, Kareem. You're a top man. Think you do. Bye-bye now. What a fine fellow. Now, guys, lots and lots of chat from you. Welcome, Alpha Zero, says Neil. Dinky do. I was so surprised that Boris Johnson flew to Scandinavia and showed support. You don't even know how much that meant to us. That you're with us against this Russian aggression. Welcome, Alpha Zero. I'm lovely to have truly international call on here. Hello, Scottie from Finland. Alpha Zero is with us from Finland, and Finland at the moment is looking to join NATO because of the Russian aggression. Fantastic. Hello, fine young man, says the wonderful Diane Marchand. We love you, Diane. Thank you. Scottie, you're stuck there. The TV went on to your wee paw's face. Very good. Maybe a wee ghost. Oh, so their TV. So I've ghosted on the television. How fantastic. Northern Ireland's just a very difficult situation with the protocol and what have you. The Northern Irish people are lovely and they deserve better. Stormont will, I fear, though, never be stable. Well, we need to stabilise it. When they refused to go to Stormont, I said, do you want me to come over and just sit in that parliament until you all come back? Piece of nonsense. Scottie, oh, right. Who have we got here? I'll not read that one out, I don't think, of Streaky. There we go. Times have changed. It's time to stand against communism and Stalinism. China has a third of the world's population. Together we are strong, but alone we are weak. Good one, Alpha. There we are. Dinky Doo. Hi, everyone, says Aaron. Dinky Doo. Hi, Aaron, says David. Good evening, Susan. So there we are. Now then, lots and lots of chit-chat, guys. The lines are open. I'm in Donach tonight, Scottie, says the wonderful Volvo Gary. We love Donach Cathedral. Play the Heart song. JB, if you look at my TikTok videos, you'll see the Heart song. Tremendous stuff. We wipe down, guys. Woo! For some reason, this studio is just roasting tonight. There we are. I think what's happening is the weather has just got incredibly warm. We love it. All extremism in politics is dangerous, says the wonderful Aidan. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
That's my good self, Scottie. Me, myself, and
About time you came on, Numpty Head. I'm getting a bit fed up with you hiding out because you think you might not be as smart as the others.
Aye, but Scottie, I'm fed up nipping your head.
You're a very, very smart man, Numpty Head. In fact, I was giving you a big compliment this morning, but I'm not going into detail.
What did you say, Scottie?
Well, no, it was about people that have been very, very kind to the show through finance.
Oh, aye.
You know, and I was also telling them there was somebody had given a small fortune.
Absolutely.
But obviously I haven't said who it is, you know.
No, well, we'll keep that secret just between us two.
We'll keep that up our sleeve.
Aye. Now, listen, I've got so much to talk about and so little time to do it.
You've got so much to talk about, and there's never enough time.
And whose fault's that?
Well, I can't blame you for that, and I can't, obviously. It's no mine, you know.
Well, if you were on for longer than I knew that, would get me in.
Numpty Heed, can I tell you, I am so maxed at the moment, it's finding time to do the lives.
Well, there you are. Anyway, Scottie, do you like in where I got my title, Professor?
Is it no because you lectured at the university?
No, I swapped it for a paper clip.
Well, yeah, I'll show you a small clip.
Yeah, I'm thinking about where should I put my Nobel Peace Prize when it comes through the...
Aye, and I think you'll get one just for keeping quiet.
Well, do it in the mantelpiece or the window.
I remember seeing somebody had put up, should Scottie McCLUE get the Nobel Peace Prize? And this guy's going, what for? They get very annoyed.
Right. But anyway, I'm getting a Nobel Peace Prize. I swapped this in for a think plug.
Fantastic. It's wonderful stuff. Now, listen, you'll be going to your country house soon.
Next week I'm planning to take a weekend with my second home.
Because the weather's been gorgeous today.
Aye. Anyway, listen, Scottie, I watched this Queen's speech.
Oh, yes. Yeah. What did you think?
Well, I thought they were very rude. You know how Black Rod has to go to the House of Commons
and knock the door.
The MPs. Well, they slammed the door in our face.
Ah, for goodness sake. That's part of the tradition, as you know.
But you wouldn't get away with that in the Cowgate.
No, you wouldn't do it in the Cowgate.
So why should they do it in the House of the Parliament?
Well, I think it's to do with the fact that they used to slam the door, hats off strangers.
That's supposedly that.
You see, that stuff, and they have to go and they have to say, you are invited to join in another place.
Aye, the House of Lords.
Yes, that's it. So they go to the House of Peers.
Aye, there you are. Now,
you see?
Anyway, can I tell you, Scottie, I got a fish supper for Easter.
Oh, wow. Did you love it?
The famous for its fish and chips.
Ah, beautiful.
No, it wasn't. It was rotten.
Not at all. You're just saying that. Don't believe you. No, away you go. You're just spoiled because you're too much sauce. Aye, that's because you kept it in your pocket. That's because you kept it in your pocket till you get over the brig.
No, they delivered it. It was cold.
I've never heard so much nonsense in all my life. Now, so there we go. Aha. Love our numpty. He got you going. He's an ambassador for Edinburgh. Get him to Parliament, says David. They want you in the Scottish Parliament, numpty heat.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, I can tell you. What about this one? Sharp-looking hat, says Stokely. And good evening, Captain Dinky-Doo from Norwich. And there is Sue Sivan has joined us. Sue Sivan.
Scottie, I think you're in a different studio.
No, it's fantastic. We're getting people on from America.
I'm saying you're in a different studio. Where's the bookcase?
Oh, tonight? No, I've been moved to the studio. Mrs. McCLUE says the place was mocket.
It was needing a vacuum.
She goes, away you doing the stair.
Oh, is that where you've been sent? Doing the stair, the basement?
So we're doing in the basement, no bother.
You got sent down the naughty steps.
Aye, that's it, you know, and of course I've got to do everything myself because Johnson, the butler, had to leave during the COVID.
Aye, did you pay him off, Scottie?
Aye, we paid him off, we gave him a tenner. We said, don't bother coming back.
I thought it was because he was running late.
Johnson, he was running late. Remember, he was supposed to set everything up and you were saying you haven't started for 30 seconds.
Aye, anyway. It's about time I went, because if I don't go, I can't come back.
That's always true, and I would say to you, dinky do.
Right away you go and stop talking nonsense.
I've never heard so much rubbish in all my life.
Alright, cheerio.
So dinky do, I say to you. Right, that's your numpty heat. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello? You're live on the phone in. Oh, they've been redialing themselves, I think. How very, very strange. To the telephones, guys. The lines are open now. Fantastic stuff. That's it. So you should be able to get on. We like this. Good night, Scottie, Kareem, and Aaron, says Susan. There we are. Let's just see who this is. Oh, my goodness me. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? That's still the dafty. The dafty that can't work his phone. Rangers prediction for Wednesday. Well, you see, if I give you the prediction, we could end up with a problem with the clubs. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Are you putting Mrs. McCLUE, please? It's David.
Well, David, I'll put Mrs. McCLUE on. She said the studio was mocket.
Bro, you love it. And you sacked the butler.
She said we sacked the butler because he was duff.
That's terrible. You gave him a tenner.
We gave him a tenner. By the time you got your tea, it was cold.
I love Numpty. See that Numpty, man?
Numpty's wonderful, isn't it? He goes at the end, he goes, cut me off, Scottie, cut me off.
That's right, well, you got to cut me off next and continue. Right,
thank you, do. There's your Davy, that's what it's all about. Scottie, baby, dinky do, says fathers. Nah, it's all right, make sure I won't say anything. Thank you. Numpty new, baby, numpty new, says father. They all love Numpty Heat. Who have we got here? Hello, Scottie, just got home. Been doing a gig. Jerry, I think you should give us a phone and tell us how you are. That's what it's all about. No, so I can't give you the score for Wednesday for Rangers. I haven't had a chance to get a sip of water tonight. Has everybody followed me on the TikTok? Are you all subscribed on the YouTube? Partly the Eurovision's been on tonight. Hi, Jerry, says Susan. Dinky do, everybody. Now, who have we got? Was Clyde your dog? Joe. Clyde was my little dog, yes. 14 and a half he made. And he'd had a fibrocartilaginous embolism aged 4. So he had a gammy leg for 10 years. Your opinion on Ireland unionisation? So when you say unionisation, are you talking about the whole of Ireland, the 6 counties being taken back into the island? Yes? So you'd have the whole of Ireland run from Dublin. See, I think we need to hear from Dublin if they actually want to pick up the tab. Because I think the problem is there's a movement afoot at the moment that Northern Ireland shouldn't be part of Britain, because it's costing the British taxpayers. I don't know. We need to discuss all of this. I gave them advice. I said to them, get power sharing again as quickly as you can. Okay, the new dinky do. The euro is drowning you out, sir. Folky. Nothing drowns Scottie McCLUE out, as you well know. Sorry to hear about your loss. Labs are the best dogs. No, Joe. It was last year Clyde passed away, but we just wanted to let everybody know he's at Rainbow Bridge, playing with everybody else's late pet, and they will be having a beautiful time because there are so many beautiful spirits in dogs. There we are. Fantastic. Jenny says, hi, Susan. And all, I'm so tired. I'm just been in a wee music gig. Bath time shortly. Okay, Jerry. Fantastic. We will get a call from you at some point, I hope. So there you are. But fantastic. Thank you for that, Joe. Enjoy your bedtime, Jerry. There we go. Susan's telling you to get off to Bobo's. Never mind the bath, Jerry. You can have a bath in the morning. Do we like a bath in the morning or do we like a bath at night? I think we should be told. What would your opinion be? So get on to the chit chat and tell us. Sorry, that was a glitch on TikTok. Not at all, Falky. No problem at all. We understand. The Euro's drowning us out. It's vegan ham and cheese sandwich tonight, Scottie. What did you have? Fathers, I had broccoli in a blue cheese sauce. I had gammon steak, and I had asparagus, also in the blue cheese sauce, and it was absolutely stunningly gorgeous. So there we are. Mrs. McCLUE was on form, I say, and Johnson the butler served it if we hadn't paid him off. Broccoli, dinky do you like that? So there we are. Thank you, Kaza. Yes, indeed. And that's only on one platform. So you'll find that across all the platforms, we're into thousands. Okay, Kaza, that's how it works. There we are. Dinky do. Jerry has gone off to Bobo's. Guys, we've only got about 2 minutes left. What a fantastic show tonight. Top Chef, Mrs. McClure, Michelin stars all around. Absolutely. Neil says, a unified Ireland, independent Scotland. The future looks bright. So there you are. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Unless, Neil, the rest of Ireland wanted to join the UK. If Dublin wanted to be part of the UK, do you know what I mean? And they might be able to be our link with Europe, which means that we might manage to have some way of mitigating the damage done by Brexit. So there you have it. Enjoyed your show as always. I thank you, sir. Falky, not at all. We thank you for joining us. It's been a fabulous show tonight. And dinky do, I say to you. Right, anybody else got anything to say? Scottie, are Ukraine destined to win the Eurovision? Fathers, it will be very interesting to see who actually does win. And it's also been amazing that we've had such a fabulous show when something as big as the Euros are on. And Scottie McClue's on at the same time. Jerry says, oh, bath, a night time, Scottie. Straight to bed. I'm out chapping doors for the next 3 weeks. Can you guess what I'm doing? Yes, you're looking for a piece at somebody's door. Scottie, Agnes has just joined us. Guys, have you all followed me on TikTok? Very important to follow Scottie McClue on TikTok. Right, I'm going to have to dash. TikTokers, thank you tonight. You have been outstanding, and a big dinky do to you. There's our TikTokers away. Wonderful. We love the TikTokers. Thank you so much. And guys, I'm afraid that's it as well for the YouTubers. Been outstanding tonight. And the Facebookers. And so YouTubers, Facebookers, Twitchers. We're on Twitch as well. Can I just very briefly pop on to show you where you can follow Scottie McClue? There we go. YouTube's on the move, by the way, guys. So that's excellent. Follow Scottie on Twitter at Scottie McClue. Twitch, Scottie_McClue. Get on to Twitch. TikTok at Scottie McClue. New videos just uploaded there. Facebook LinkedIn at Scottie McCLUE. There we are. That's you up to date. I'm going to have to dash. Thank you so much for watching tonight. It's been an absolute blast. We'll just see the last of the chat. Is good night, Jerry. Good guest, Scottie. Night, night, friend. Night, night, Jerry. Sleep well, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is Scottie McCLUE saying dinky doo to every single one of you. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Bye-bye.